Hi guys, Glyn here. I just thought we'd take a break right at the end of this photo shoot while we're out on location, just to kind of let you know a little bit about some kit that I'm using at the moment. About a week or so ago, I posted on my social media sites a picture of a composite that I'm starting to work on, where we've got a soldier, in fact there was two of them, same person, been put together, and he's got his gun, and I was expecting loads of questions about, oh, what are you going to do, what's the background going to be like, and so on, but most questions that came through were asking what lights you're using and what battery pack you're using. So I thought we'd take this time just to let you know about that. Now the light heads, I don't know if you can just zoom up onto there for a second, Barry, for me. These lights that I'm using on location are actually my studio lights. So these are my N.A.P.P RX 600 heads, 600 watt heads, which are generally to be used in the studio. But the great thing is I'm now using them out on location because of this new little battery pack here by Godox. And I actually got this through the Flash Centre. So what this basically is, it's a portable battery pack. It's not heavy. I'm going to give you some specs in a moment, not going to go too detailed, but basically this is allowing me to use my studio flash outdoors. Ordinarily before now, what I would have to do is have a set of lights for in the studio, which is going to cost a fair amount if you want to get some good stuff, and then you're going to have to get some more lights for outside. So I was using things like the N.A.P.P Quadras, which are fantastic, or also the N.A.P.P Rangers, the big heavy battery packs. Now I don't need to do that. I can have one set of lights and I can take them indoors and outdoors. So this Godox pack here, well, it's a fairly new product, but I want to give you an idea about it. And like I said, I will post a link in the description part of the video, and maybe one that will flash up on the screen somewhere around about here, just to give you a link of where to have a look on the Flash Centre's website. But just to get in just a touch closer, this battery pack here, when you buy this, it comes with this carry case, which is great because it all zips up, and you also have like a shoulder strap for it. But what I really love about this is the build quality. It's absolutely rock solid. It comes with 3 separate plug sockets, standard fitting plug sockets, so you can put 3 heads into it. And another great thing about it is as well, you've got USB sockets. So the great thing is, if you're out on location, you can have 3 heads into one particular unit, one battery unit here, and you can also be charging some kind of like USB device, be it like an iPad or an iPhone or something like that. That's great. You can't do both at the same time, but you know, if you're going to be out on location, you can choose as and when you're doing stuff. You could be charging stuff while you break, having a break. You could also be charging your laptop if you're going to be shooting tethered while on location as well. So the actual unit itself, I'll just take it out of the carry case. In fact, before we do that, when you're using this, it's got like a fan inside, which is a self-controlled fan. It knows when to come on and to come off. But the great thing is you've also got this little flap, so you can always keep this battery pack, no matter how sturdy it is, you can keep it nice and safe and damage-free by keeping it in this case. And all you need to do is just open up these little vents on either side so that it does get a nice bit of airflow. You've also got access, when you open these little vents up, to inputs and outputs, and you've also got on the other side here a little bit of a charging socket there as well, and those can stay up. Lots of pockets you can drop stuff into, but let's just take it out of the actual case here for a second, and we'll put that to one side, because this is the unit here, and I'll just turn this off and we'll just take that out. So you can see it's really solid. One thing I absolutely love about this is this thing here. So we can take off the main head, leaving the battery here. So if I'm traveling or I'm storing it, if I'm not using it for a while, invariably I can be a little bit clumsy, and it can get, some things like this could get knocked. So it could end up getting switched on when it's in storage or when it's in the back of the cars moving around. Now that's obviously going to drain the battery. What you can do with this unit is take the head off, turn it around the other way, then lock it down, and then it won't turn on. So the battery is always going to remain nice and fully charged in between traveling around. So let's have a look. We've got some technical specs there. If I just lean forward and grab some of these here. Like I said, I will go into put a link up onto the site about this, but to give you an idea then, this, it claims here we can give you 1200 flashes from a 300 watt second head. Now that's a lot, especially if you're going to be using a light meter on the day, so you're going to keep down the uses of the flash to a minimum, so that you only got sort of, you're getting your shots bang on exposure, so every single bit of a flash coming out of here is going to be one that's going to be creating a picture for you. you. But to give you an idea, like I said, 3 USB sockets. It can be connected to an external storage battery to supply energy for even longer. I mean, there's tons of stuff on here, but I suppose one of the things people want to know about is the price. This is £669 including VAT. Now you might go, ooh, that's a lot of money at first, but think of it this way. Like I said at the start, you're using your studio flashes outdoors, so you've no longer got to have the expense of buying extra lighting just to be on location with. So I think when you sort of weigh it up that way, it is quite a saving. But let's just show you one more thing before we finish and wrap up on this. Let's just turn this on. So I power it up. I'm going to bring this head down just a little bit here. Now this is like I said, it's a 600 watt per second head. Let's just bring it down, and I'm going to just put this way up to full power. So let's just take it right up to the top. We'll wait for the beep so that it's obviously recycled. So now I'm going to take off, just do a test flash, and you'll hear from the beep how quickly it recycles. 600 watt seconds, fully recharged. So you can see there's hardly any delay going to be there. So you're not having to kind of like take a shot, count to 5 seconds or more, and then take another shot. This is going to allow you to keep working really quickly. So there you go, that's the Godox, available from the Flash Centre. I don't get anything for telling you about this. Let's just get that one thing clear. I'm not any kind of commission. I just think it's a good thing to sort of show you the kind of stuff that I'm using on location, the kind of kit I'm using nowadays. And I think it's just great stuff. So, you know, you might want to check it out for yourself. I absolutely love it. It frees me up now to do a lot more stuff in places that I maybe wouldn't do. And also it keeps the pennies down, so we can put those in the bank or put them to different use. So there you go, Godox battery pack from the Flash Centre. I'll see you next time.